This Things to Do special is sponsored by Visit Sonora. Experience the unforgettable.
Spring into some fun this month, from bike rides in Glendale to free concerts in Scottsdale and a new blooming exhibit in Phoenix. There's so much to discover in our valley. Hey, I'm Nicole Gutierrez with your monthly Things to Do breakdown, letting you know what to explore this month in the valley. See the fruits of spring in the vibrant blooming flowers. The Desert Botanical Garden has a brand new indoor exhibit that features orchids that are rare and endangered in the country and in Arizona. Hey, I'm Nicole Gutierrez with ABC 15 Arizona, ready to take you on a tour of Orchid Fever.
This is an amazing exhibition because it's our very first orchid show ever. There are over 3,000 blooming orchids in this space. And it's really special for us because we just premiered this new building that allows us to show plants indoors. It's something that we cannot do outside on the trails, something that we can only exhibit in this space that is specially designed to care for plants.
Why is it so important not only to see the beauty, but understand it as well?
Yeah, the amazing thing about this space is it lets us have a beautiful exhibit that really has this high impact, it's a really saturated, blooming floral exhibit of orchids, but then it also lets us show what we're doing and what our conservation efforts are for orchids in Arizona. A lot of people don't know that there are 26 native Arizona orchid species, and the majority of them are endangered. And our scientists have been doing a lot of work to help them.
When we step inside this building, obviously there are orchids everywhere, but the setup is special. Can we talk about how they are laid out?
Yeah, absolutely. So we want you to feel like you've entered an orchid desert oasis when you come into this space. So we have all of these terraced beds at different heights, and these are referencing the mountains of the Sonoran Desert. I mean, it would be fair for someone to say, why is Desert Botanical Garden having an orchid show? These are not, a lot of these ones that you're seeing here indoors are not native to the Sonoran Desert, but what we've done is mixed in a really beautiful Sonoran Desert plant palette. So these beds you'll see have agave, prickly pear, ocotillo. We have these gorgeous saguaro skeletons that are part of the design. When you enter the space, you smell the orchids, you feel the change in temperature and humidity, you see the color, and you're kind of immersed in the beauty of this space. And that's the intention, is to place it in our space, to make it really unique for Desert Botanical Garden. With this plant palette of Sonoran Desert plants, you can't miss that it's happening here in Phoenix.
The 11th annual Concours in the Hills will gather hundreds of classic and exotic cars at Fountain Park in Fountain Hills. I sat down with the founder to bring you a full breakdown of the free, family-friendly event. This event is a tradition for so many folks right here in the Valley. Peter, tell us what we can expect this year at the 11th annual event.
Well, you're going to see, first of all, about 1,000 cars, many of them that you will never see driving around the streets because they're from private collections. There are race cars coming from as far away as California, Indy cars and stock cars, a variety of things like that.
Now, Peter, you mentioned it yourself. There's going to be hundreds and hundreds of cars, and the layout is special. It's different from any other car show right here in the Valley. Can you kind of give us a rundown of this layout?
Well, first of all, it's in a beautiful location. There's a park with gently rolling hills around the big lake in Fountain Hills, with one of the world's largest fountains in the middle. But we split it up by category. So we have a European section, a domestic section, and an Asian section. And within each section, the cars are divided up further. So all the Ferraris are parked together, all the Fords are parked together, all the Dodges are parked together, all the Porsches are parked together. And you can go around, people can go around. By the way, attendance is totally free. There is no charge at all.
Other than the cool cars that we can check out, what else should we know about this event?
There will be at least a couple of dozen food trucks there, so there's lots of food. Come for the whole day. The show hours are officially from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., but if you want to come down as early as 8 o'clock in the morning to see and hear the cars coming in, you're very welcome to do that. And There will be a military display with a lot of military vehicles there. Again, things that you do not see driving around the street.
Peter, let me ask you this. This is the 11th annual event for a reason. As founder of the event, why bring this event back year after year right there in Fountain Hills?
Well, I think Arizona, well, not I think, I know that Arizona, and particularly the greater Phoenix area, is one of the epicenters of the collector car culture in North America, in the world, in fact. It's well known all over the world. This show is written up in England and magazines outside of this country. So it provides an opportunity for everybody to get together. There are a lot of other shows, but they're much smaller. This is by far the largest, by a long way the largest. So that's why we do it. We also, the show is 100% for charity. There are absolutely no paid employees. I lean on my own friends in the car scene to come out and volunteer, which they do, and they're all wonderful. But over the last 5 years or so, we've raised over $2 million for Phoenix Children's Hospital, for their cardiac and oncology departments, and Phoenix Children's Hospital do a fabulous job, and we're just so pleased to raise some money for them.
Find your helmet and pedal into some fun. The Glendale Family Bike Ride is back this month with 3 routes to explore the city's bike lanes and pathways.
There's so much to expect at the Glendale Family Bike Ride. We're super excited for another year. It's a free family fun tradition that takes place annually to kick off Valley Bike Month. Currently, we're on our 28th year, as our very first bike ride took place in 1997. And this year's event will kick off on Sunday, April 6th.
Now, let's say we head out with the family and the kiddos. There's different routes for this event. What should we know about them?
Correct. So 3 different routes. If you're heading out with the littles, I suggest picking the just under 7 mile. Then we have a 15 mile and a 23 mile. Each one of those routes will take participants on a leisurely ride through our Glendale neighborhoods, where they will get to enjoy our beautiful parks, bike paths, and pedestrian bridges.
Now, other than getting to be outside, right, enjoying the weather and the beautiful views from the West Valley, for the city of Glendale, what was the mission and purpose to host this event?
So what I love most about the Glendale Family Bike Ride is that it's not exclusive to just Glendale residents. It's open to all riders across the valley of all skill levels and all ages. It's a chance for us to highlight our city's amazing infrastructure. It showcases bicycle riding as an inexpensive, eco-friendly alternative mode of transportation, and it promotes health and wellness, and it's just that perfect opportunity to bring communities together and have that connection.
Get the family ready. I'm helping you make plans on Sundays. The beloved Train Park in Scottsdale has free concerts that highlight local artists. Here's what to know before you go.
Our Tracks and Tunes concert series. So it was formerly known as the Summer Concert Series. Historically, that's what everyone knows it as, but we're rebranding it, changing the name. It will be our concert series that we host for a month long here. And it's just going to be a lot of fun and good times.
So these concerts, they are free to attend and for the family. What should we know day of when we head out to these concerts?
Yes, they are free to attend. I would say bring out a blanket, lawn chairs, people bring out picnics, food. We have food trucks as well. And you just come out, hang out at the park and enjoy some music for the most part. It's just a good day, good vibes. The train and carousel does run throughout the entirety of the event. So if you want to take a ride on the train or carousel, you can do that as well.
Now, these concerts highlight local talent, but what kind of music can we expect once we head out there?
Yeah, so it is a lot of local talent. You get a lot of top 40 acts. We do a lot of old school R&B. There's country. We do a lot of rock. So it's a good variety, a good mixture of music for people of all ages.
Well, the grass is cut, the roster is set, and there's a whole lot of food on deck for this season at the Arizona Diamondbacks 2025. We have Chef Tilder. I mean, what's on deck for this season?
Oh, it's a lot of stuff. It's new food, new year, new food. Great sweet and savory, global flavors. S'mores nacho. I mean, who doesn't love a s'mores? Nice twist on a s'mores. Cinnamon sugar, flour tortillas, marshmallow fluff. We hit it with a torch, a little bit of chocolate.
Look at
on
that.
top of that. We have some sweet and spicy or sticky wings, Korean sticky wings to be exact, and Taste of Chase. Probably one of my absolute favorites, Filthy Mac fries. White cheddar mac, pork belly. Who doesn't love pork belly?
There we go.
A little bit of barbecue sauce, coleslaw, crispy onions.
You are responsible for creating this whole lineup. From this lineup, who's your MVP for this season?
It's got to be this. I mean, this is the Grand Slamage.
There we go. You know, what's on here?
So this is we start out with a local baguette, half the sandwich, chicken parm, San Marzano tomato sauce, Parmesan, a little bit of basil pesto. Second half of the sandwich, Italian meatballs with sauce, Parmesan. Then we adorn it with some kettle chips, and then this is a house-made jardiniere. This is, it's probably like 5 pounds of food. It's a sharing item. It's a great sharing item. I mean, honestly, 4 to 6 people can enjoy this together.
Take a bite.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, there's a little bit of everything for the family. So if you're heading out to Chase Field to watch the Arizona Diamondbacks, head to abc15.com/thing to do. We have all of your guides that you need for your family when you head out. In Phoenix, Nicole Gutierrez, ABC 15, Arizona. All right, sneakerheads, lace up. I have an event just for you. Gotzall is bringing back their massive sneaker convention to the Valley, and the event will be more than just a buy, trade, and sell opportunity in Phoenix. It's a big event. We've seen it online. It travels all around the country, but you guys are coming back to Phoenix. What can we expect at this major event?
Phoenix Gotzall, we're back for the second time, and we are just expecting to bring everything all the sneakerheads and people into fashion, music, pop culture, etc. want, right? So we're going to have thousands of people there, hundreds of vendors, but on top of that, on top of just the sneakers and clothes, we have all sorts of other activations and brands that are involved as well. So for example, the Phoenix Suns organization will be there. They're going to have a basketball activation. NASCAR is actually going to be there with the Phoenix Raceway. They're going to have a NASCAR activation there as well. We have some stuff we're going to be doing with the Diamondbacks. We have all sorts of local clothing brands, giveaways, and some surprise celebrity guests. So there's something for everybody at Phoenix Gotzall. We're excited.
So let's say we're barely getting into the sneaker game and we're not very well versed per se, right, on what's available or what's in trend. This is a family-friendly event. What would you recommend once we're there to check out?
The great part about any Gotzall event is there's something for every budget, right? So we have sneakers for $50 that are awesome, and we have sneakers for $50,000 if you're into that collector space, right? So we really do have something for everyone. We have baby shoes, kids shoes, men's, women's, etc. So you're just gonna have to check out the variety of vendors we have, and not just in the sneaker world. We have so many local clothing brands that are there and displaying their brands, some stuff that you're only gonna find at the event.
And not only is this a family-friendly event, it's important to highlight that this event was created by you and your brother to bring these type of experiences throughout the country and especially bring it back to Phoenix. What does that mean to you guys?
So I started this company with my brother when we were just kids. We were actually living in a trailer. We were 14 and 16 years old when we started in Boston, where we're from. We had 200 people there. And our whole mission was to just grow a community and to provide a special experience for people to come together. We live in a world with social media where people don't want to leave the house sometimes. And there's not that many cool experiences in real life for people to actually connect and have a great time. So especially as that trend continues, we want to push our trend of creating a good experience and a family-friendly experience. Our parents are even there at every show. So we just want to make sure that everyone's there to have a good time. All ages are a part of it. And it means a lot to us to grow it because we really believe in the power of in real life experiences and how can we add to that, and how can 10 years from now people who came to Phoenix Gotzall not just remember the sneakers they bought, but the experience they had. So that's our driving motive.
Easter is a time that's all about eggs. So does the cost of a dozen have you feeling stressed out? Well, surprise, Walmart is offering egg alternatives like these silly rabbit eggs pre-filled with confetti. And the best part about this deal is that it will cost you just $1.98 a carton.
From decorations to light, savory dishes, eggs take center stage in spring. But for some, balancing the budget,
I've been trying to avoid buying lots of eggs right now, kind of hoping for prices to come down.
even though ABC 15 price tracking shows egg prices dipping at about $5 a dozen at most Valley stores, you've told us egg costs are top of mind.
Probably I'm not going to buy eggs this Easter.
So smart shopper Steve Nemechek is learning about substitutions on sale now at Walmart.
I know a lot of families this year are trying to find alternatives to the big egg dyeing event that we usually do, and we've done a really good job of kind of creating those family moments. One hot item we have are these eggs for $1.98 that you can use to dye if you really want that experience.
Plus faux eggs in all hues of the rainbow.
The best eggs ever for under $2. They're already dyed and colored and they're filled with confetti.
Some filled with candy or toys.
Mom, you're saving time. So they're filled, they're colorful, they're ready for you to put in the yard. And it's $14.98 for 100.
For creative kids, there are plenty of arts and crafts.
We have this really cool egg amazing kit that you can use to also decorate your eggs.
Even Easter egg die maker Pass suggests alternatives this year like potatoes, marshmallows, and pasta shells for garlands.
Have the kids paint a cantaloupe.
Executive Chef Matthew Jordan agreeing there are plenty of ways to think outside this box.
It's like a blank canvas where you can paint a face on it. And I think it's a great alternative to the eggs.
All new strategies.
You can go fill the backyard full of eggs for less than the price of regular eggs that you'd buy at the grocery store.
To show spring festivities don't need to crack under price pressure. For ABC 15 Arizona, I'm Jane Caffrey.
I'm Adam Klepp at the Musical Instrument Museum, and this is their famous octobass. It's 12 feet tall, and there's only 7 of them in the world. I'm showing you how the museum is preparing for it to be played live as part of their 15th anniversary celebrations.
Rodrigo, where are we standing right now?
This is the conservation lab. My job is the main conservator. So I do a lot of restoration, about 200, 300 instruments a year, so a few.
Rodrigo Correa Salas has worked in instrument restoration for decades. Now the Musical Instrument Museum's conservator, he works on everything from string instruments, bugles, drums, and whatever this is.
I've never seen an instrument like this before.
Me neither. I'm trying to figure it out how the instrument sounds. So
sometimes even what comes into your shop is a surprise to you.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
At the museum, his conservation workshop is also on display to visitors, just like the instruments.
Showing that we take them into our care and we are maintaining them, preserving them for future generations is a very important part of our mission.
Showing unsung heroes like Rodrigo, who make the displays possible.
He's imperative to our operations and what makes us special.
Rodrigo's project now is to prepare their famous octobass for a live performance this weekend.
This is a violin bow, and this is our octobass bow. The difference is huge.
It's just one of 7 known octobasses in the world.
As you can see, it's a large instrument.
It's actually 12 feet tall.
And now I'm gonna play it for you.
And has a range so deep the human ear can't hear its lowest note.
The octobass here is rarely played live, so this is a very rare opportunity to come see a demonstration. The octobass will be played on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday here at the Musical Instrument Museum. Adam Klepp, ABC 15 Arizona.
If you're looking to get out of the country for some adventure, here's what the Mexican state of Sonora has to offer.
The gastronomy, the tourism of adventure, of sports, but the most important thing of Sonora's people is the Sonora's people that are anxious to receive the tourism that visit us in the state. Sonora is a really good place to visit. It's really unique. It's a really good, safe place, a really good and safe place. If you want to go to a beach, you can go to Rocky Point, you can go to San Carlos, you can go to Quino Bay. If you can go to Hermosillo, to the capital city of Sonora, you will find an incredible place with a lot of things to do. If you want to go to magical towns and know about history, you can go to Alamos, to Magdalena, to Ures, and to San Carlos. Sonora, it's safe, and it's inviting all the tourism, all the people from Arizona to visit us. If you want to have a good experience about the gastronomy that we have, to eat a flavor tortilla, to eat a burrito, to eat a taco of carne asada. So we are a really good place to visit, and we are looking up to receive all of the visitors from Arizona. The governor of Sonora, Alfonso Brazo, has been working with the governor of Arizona, Katie Hobbs, and into the economic activity of tourism. And I'm really glad to be partnered with Lisa Urias, who is the director of tourism department in Arizona, because we have a lot in common. Between Sonora and Arizona, we share culture, gastronomy, we share a commercialized economy. We have the beach, but you have a lot of things in Arizona too. So we are looking forward to work in the tourism persons that come to Arizona and to Sonora as a region, so we can promote together.
Need more fun events to check out this spring with the family? Head to abc15.com/things to do to find the nearest attraction to you. I'm Nicole Gutierrez with your monthly Things to Do breakdown.